Today, I want to talk about how I battled body dysmorphia and how you can too. I'll be giving you tips and tricks to help rewire your mind into appreciating how your body actually looks. First, I want to talk about my story of dealing with body dysmorphia. And body dysmorphia doesn't just start when you start picking up weights. Maybe it's beforehand while you actually first got into the gym or got into dieting or something like that. I remember I was always the very skinny guy. Uh, Maybe not skinny fat, but just small. I was 135 pounds up until about like 16 years old. And I'm trying to remember how tall I was, maybe like not 5'9", around there, something like that. But I hated myself. I looked in the mirror and I thought, I'm scrawny, I'm small, I'm not built like these other guys, I'm not getting women, I'm not getting attention from them, I'm small. Uh, and I built this thing up where I looked in the mirror and I started just to hate myself. And you might be able to relate to me. So I took action to start working out. I took a whole bunch of progress photos and I began bulking, actually, which was a great choice. And I was able to bump my weight up and finally get muscle on me. And it was slow. You don't build muscle instantly. So it took a year to actually kind of start looking like I was working out. I shot up maybe to 140, or excuse me, like 150 within a year, something like that. And I continued my workout journey, constantly bulking because I thought if I look 5 pounds, 10 pounds heavier, I'm gonna look better. Oh, imagine how I'm gonna look 165 pounds. Oh, I'm gonna look amazing. Oh, I'm gonna look like this. Oh, I'm 165 pounds. I should push to 170 and then 180 and then blah, blah, blah. And it keeps continuing. And when you work out in the gym, maybe your muscles slowly get bigger. You see the pump slowly get bigger throughout the months of working out, but you don't see the grand picture of that. So I worked out and it was a challenge and it was a battle. Eventually, I'm 2 years and about 4 months into my weightlifting journey, at least consistently working out. And I'm able to look back and see my growth. It's something I still battle with occasionally, is looking in the mirror and thinking, I could have a bigger chest. My shoulders are kind of looking weird today. My triceps aren't as pumped. I could have bigger legs. And yeah, sure you could. But the first tip that I have for you to battle your body dysmorphia is to take progress photos. Everyone wants to see the journey. So give yourself that opportunity. Every time you work out, take a photo of yourself, either pumped or not pumped, flexed or not flexed. I'd say the more photos, the better, because I always go back on my phone to find photos, and I think, oh, I should took the photo like a little bit to the left and not flex my muscle in this way, because when you go back, 2 years later to reenact the photo to see the progress, it's different. And also measurements. Sadly, I didn't measure myself when I first kind of started weightlifting. I didn't measure myself till maybe 6 months in. So I didn't have like the exact measurements, which kind of sucked. But progress photos, measurements, it's great because if you're thinking, oh, I look small, like, oh, this is not, I'm not big and strong or whatever. You look back 2 years in weightlifting, people think that's not a lot. That's 2 years of hard work, working out maybe 4 times, 5 times, 6 times a week for 2 years. That's a lot. You're going to make progress. And you go back and you see that 135-pound scrawny kid or that kid that was fat and you've morphed into a whole new person. Be proud of yourself. You've made that progress. You can see the change. Of course, it's going to take a while. Those photos, when you start capturing them, it's maybe not going to see a major leap in a month, but if you go back 6 months, you're going to see something, which is truly terrific, and it helps a lot. Another thing that has helped with my body's dysmorphia is having other people's opinions. People think when you start going to the gym, people are going to judge you for being a small, scrawny kid or a fat kid. That's a lie. People are in the gym to get better. When I see a fat person or a really skinny person in the gym, I think, good job. They're in there bettering themselves, the same thing you're trying to do. So understand, if you're scared to go in the gym, everyone's in there to better themselves. And when you actually talk to those individuals, it's almost like every person I talk to that has a good physique, like a good physique in person, and I say, yo, you look huge, you look jacked, come on, dude, have some pride. They think, nah, that's not true, bro. I'm not that big. I don't see it. I see it, though. Everyone else does. And that's the same thing for you. 6 months of just weight training, of dieting and thinning out, it changes the game. And people actually start seeing you fit, and you might get compliments. I did, from my parents, from my friends, from girls. And they saw the subtle changes, and they saw it so much more than you did, because you see the progress so small every single day, but for one day that you have your shirt off, they see it like that. So how people actually perceive you, or how you're actually perceived, is how they tell you. I get compliments. I get told that I'm on steroids, and I think that's bullshit, bro. What are you talking about? But use that as a reassurance of how you actually look to other people. You can look in the mirror every single day and not see change, or just see yourself as who you are. But the people around you, the attraction you get from girls, the compliments you get from other people, that's how they actually perceive you. And then you can start thinking yourself, yeah, I think I am starting to look fit. Another one is the mindset change. I have 2 ones written down. You have to be stoic, and you have to have a long-term mindset. When I was skinny, and maybe if you're a heavy-set individual, if you have a plan, you want to gain weight, or if you want to lose weight, understand that it's going to take a while. My father has been weightlifting his entire life. He's always been active. If I want to look like him, I want his calves. His calves are huge, and mine are small. And he told me, I've been doing this a little bit longer than you have. It's going to take some time. So realize this is a slow game. And if you can stick to it, you're going to make that progress. And it's going to be tough, and it's going to be hard. But you have to look at it with a sense, kind of back to the progress pics and photos and measurements, is you have to see that little progress and love every minute of it. Look back and be proud of yourself. Have that stoic mentality of, it is what it is, but I'm constantly living my life to better myself. And then the long-term mindset of, it's going to take 5 years or 2 years or a hard, rigorous summer of working out and dieting to get close to what I want to achieve. Understand that it's not going to be day and night. And this is a little bit more on the darker topic, this last one, is you might have body dysmorphia, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you have to hate yourself because you've looked at yourself in the mirror as that scrawny little kid, that fat bastard, and you want to change. You're going to have body dysmorphia, and maybe that's a good thing. Now, I don't want to leave you on a bad note like that, but think about it. That's a good reason to start working out, to start bettering yourself because you don't like the appearance that you have. But you have to then switch. After years of hating myself and finally making progress, I can look back and see, I'm glad that I started it today and I stuck through the pain for months and years so I can look back and see the progress. You got to have a good mentality. You got to have gratitude and be grateful for this journey. And I've got to this point where sometimes I laugh when people say they have body dysmorphia. Because, dude, you're jacked, you're huge, you're a stud. But I get it. I get it in their mind they see themselves. Look at the old photos. Change your mindset. See the attraction that you're getting. And understand the beauty of yourself. There's always more looks maxing and things you can do. But why hate yourself to a point? You can use that as fuel, like I just mentioned. But with this body dysmorphia, be stoic and understand this is who I am and I'm changing that. See the beauty and the progress that you have. Enjoy the pump, enjoy the workout. Look at your body not just in a physical aspect, but maybe like you're getting stronger, or you can run better, or you've been eating better, or you've gained or lost weight. Not just the physical appeal. Because there's days that you're going to be bloated and you're going to be ugly, and I need a haircut and I need a shave. But I'm proud of where I came from. So do some reflection, do some journaling. Look at those old photos and reflect on yourself. And get rid of that stupid mentality of hating yourself. Love yourself.